Hello and welcome to the top 100 maps of all time with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very, very welcome. We're up to number 85. If you're wondering what the background behind this series is, check back to one of the earlier episodes, but let's just say you're seeing the top 0.2% of all maps ever. It's not that there isn't a bad map in this series, there isn't a map which isn't excellent. Now, not every map is going to be to your personal taste. That's because there are hundreds of different sorts of tastes, but if you watch the series, there are going to be a number that will definitely be the best map for your next city build, and maybe the best map for your last city build, given as we're all probably going to be switching over to Cities Skylines 2 very soon, hopefully. Anyway, this one inspired by the Pyre Strait in Istanbul. It's not a copy of Istanbul, but it's an inspiration of. I would say it looks like a grid city map to me, which isn't a map that I would play because I'm not a big grid city player, but it does feel very strong for that style of build. You may disagree, and that's why we'll have one last look at the map. The map is Pyre Strait by glansmannen. Okay, now glansmannen doesn't have too much right at the top of the workshop, but what we have is quality, okay? Quality. Now, the map review uses a different theme and a lot from what you'll see today. I've jiggled about. Today will be using the realistic version 2.0.11 tropical theme, along with the realistic by Reaper final LUT. The original theme and LUT was The Gate by It's Okay. The Gate theme, the Gate LUT. Unfortunately, whilst I went looking for the gate, it does look like It's Okay has disappeared from the workshop, which I feel is a real shame. I think it's fair to say that It's Okay wasn't necessarily the most outstanding map maker out there, but they were good. They were good. I would say that It's Okay, if I had to name a top 5 of my most loved map makers, or all over map content creators, I think I'd include It's Okay in that list, because they were massively creative in that every single map they made had its own custom theme and LUT, and they were all very unique. I was, every time I saw a new It's Okay map, I didn't expect to be blown away by the map itself, but it was the whole package. And It's Okay, I really miss them. I truly do. And I just hope that everything's good in their life. I really do. Anyway, but it's not about It's Okay today. It's about glansmannen. It's about the map, and that's why I've switched. There were probably... The theme is close-ish. The LUT for the review was duskier. We're using Realistic by Reaper, which is a little bit bolder and a little bit stronger. So it'll be this flyover will be a little bit crisper than the original one. This map was released in December of 2020. It got an approval rating from you guys of 86.25%. Currently on the workshop, it has 266 subscribers, 43 of which have favorited. We have a 3-star rating, the lowest rating so far on Steam. That's not a 3-star map. Grief, come on guys. And with 26 people that have bothered to rate it, so it's better than a 3 stars. I gave this a 4 for aesthetics, a 4 for detail, and a 5 for gameplay potential in map review, and I've lost me note for I haven't even written it on me notes. In map review 1153. There we go. I think that's all the information. With It's Okay, if you did want to check out It's OK's top performing map in the top 100, that was at number 171, which is still very strong. Okay, we did over 2,000 on this show. It's very strong, and it got an approval rating of 78% by you. If you want to check that one out, it's episode 654. Right, okay, I think they've covered enough of that. Obviously, the map is very centered on a 25 tile build, so vanilla-based game style play is definitely suited for here. The highway layout, I've got to say, isn't going to win any awards, but the intersections are very crisp and swooshy. We've got some nice terrain work going on as well. We've got the interesting break here, potential harbour over here. We'll start our flyover in the top corner up here and work our way down to the start square, which is down there, before we'll jump about the map after that. Anyway, happy Easter, everybody. If you're watching this around the time of upload, it is now Easter. Oh, on the workshop, there wasn't too many things to subscribe to. I don't remember exactly how many things there were to subscribe to, but there were a few. Also, I think I've got the game speed a little bit on the slow side. Let me push that up. There we go. That's for a tutorial work I was working on. There we go. That's a little bit better. So, yes, where was I? Brain's gone. Yeah, not too many to subscribe to. It is network extensions. There are a couple of we had this discussion in the chat previously. Deprecated or depreciated. I think it's deprecated. I got pulled up by a modder on that one a few years back because I was saying depreciated and they go, no, actually it's deprecated. And if you read the spelling, it is deprecated. But yes. It's like Daylight Classic and their Ultimate Eye Candy, and we are using little game lag there. Sorry about that. We are using the old Unlimited Tree mod and Prop and Tree Anarchy combos in this because that's how it was recorded or put together at the time. So if you're a Tree Anarchy player, it might load fine with Tree Anarchy. I haven't tried. But the recommendation is for the Unlimited Tree mod and Proper Tree Anarchy. And we're using random tree rotation, tree lod fix, as well, so we can get a slightly better tree aesthetic. We'll come back to this area, but we've got a little factory. What sort of factory? We'll come back to that later. We'll just follow the highways for the quality. But yes, the original Seaman Lut was much dustier, much drier, almost I just like Californian summer kind of vibes in the original one. This one is definitely less so. Tropical map though, so I went with a tropical theme to bring out the richness in the colours. So there is that going for it. I think I may have mentioned it last time round, but the elevated at ground level roads here just cause a little bit of a line along here. If we're going to grumble about minor things, that would be the minor thing that we would grumble about. Anyway, we then head on across to the other side of the strait. Big old bridge, by the way. I didn't mention the big old bridge. Everybody loves the big old bridge. I may have also, I think in the original review, I think that tunnel wouldn't exist. I think that seems a little bit of a luxurious tunnel, given that it would have been so much cheaper just to have worked your way around it. But it's not, again, how many things in your city builds are 100% real, and how much of them do you go, do you know, I'm going to be creative here. I'm going to be creative. I'm going to do the schnazzle. I'm going to make something that looks really special. That looks really special. It's just it's not a realist's map, is it really? It's not a realist map as we head down into Start Square. This is good bridge standards. This is good rail over road bridge standards. The amount of times we see something like that and it's you just get the up and over. And that just jumps up the pre-prop anarchy, node controller. You can fix that if you have no controller in moments. We're not, again, this is 2020. So we're going back, what, 2.5 years, something like that? We're going back a bit of time. And that's the thing with this series. We're seeing maps as they were rated back at the time. Oh, look at the football interchanges. That is heart-rendering. Speaking of which, I need to finish recording this soon. There's a bit of football on the radio for me to listen to in a minute. But I won't rush this. I won't rush this. Anyway, we're in the Start Square area. If I remember rightly, I think we've got a very well structured Start Square. There we go. We only just bulge into the start square at this location. And over here as well, giving a pretty much uninterrupted downtown area from the off. We'll look at this again in a few minutes' time. Then we'll head over the big old bridge again, just because, oh hang on, we have, remember, we're looking at the Bosphorus, so this is a little nod to the two majority religions in that area and how they come together in pure harmony. There's never been any trouble between the two religious entities in the history of religion ever. And nor should there have been, or should there ever be. Anyway, big old bridge. Nicely done, big old bridge there. Yes. Love and harmony. That's what it's all about. We don't always agree with everybody, and sometimes you just have to smile and agree that the other people are entitled to their opinion. And let them have their opinion. And just accept the wonder that is a diversity across the planet of different peoples, different cultures. This is a bit bulgy. That's a little bit bulgy. I'm sorry, Glansman. That's a bit bulgy there. Yeah. So many different peoples. How boring would it be if we were all? Oh, I was gonna say if we were all American. Nah, because there's so many different American types of stereotype. How boring would we all be if we were all typically Southern Englishmen? Or what's the most boring? Belgium. If we were all, I'm sorry, Belgium. I'm picking on Belgium here. Traditionally, classically, the most stereotypical boring people in the world. I'm sure they're not. Although I've got to say, I don't think I've ever met a person from Belgium. If you're from Belgium, let me know, because I don't think I've ever knowingly spoken to somebody from Belgium. So there we are. It's just a smallish country. It's definitely not the world's biggest. But yeah, Belgium, very solid. Again, football, very respectable with football. I know I'm waffling about things that aren't map related here, but I think the map is speaking for itself. But I certainly remember likes of Enzo Schifo. Oh, one of my favourite players of his time, actually. I know he was sort of Italian, but he played for Belgium. He selected and chose Belgium and got to, what, you third in the World Cup once? Was it 82? Anyway, sorry, by the by. Anyway, out of the 25 tiles, sorry, I'm going to ignore Belgium, calling you boring and then telling you how wonderful you are. All countries are wonderful. They have wonderful things about them, and also all countries have less of wonderful things about them. Anyway, lovely islands over here. Yeah, like England, definitely a wonderful country. We have had problems in the past, and I'm sure we've got some problems now. In fact, I know we have. America, definitely. Some wonderful things about America. Don't get me wrong. One of the truly great countries of modern history. Yeah, and you have some problems. I'm not going to go into that now. I don't want to upset half my viewership. But you do have some problems, and so on. And I'm not going to mention more controversial countries because I don't want to stir up too much problems, as they say. But there's certainly, like I say, there's a truly great country in terms of culture and heritage and so forth. Big country who's currently a bit of a pariah around the world, and I'm telling you right now, I think they're one of the greatest countries ever. And yeah, it's not countries, it's people as well, isn't it? It's people. You get the right people in charge of a country, and the country can be elevated. The old classic with Gandhi in India. You know, it was a whole cluster of small states or whatever, and then you get someone like Gandhi coming along. Okay, I know it's more complicated than this. Oh, the old harbour here, the harbour area, pre-cut harbour, not to everybody's taste. Sorry, get a little bit of game lag here. It's not your computer. It appears to be mine. There we go. but pre-cut harbours going on there. Again, not to everybody's taste, but if you do like this sort of thing, it will definitely work very neatly for you. But yeah, it's, you know, you get a good strong leader, then you can get a bad leader. Thinking back to the late 1930s in Germany, get a bad leader. Germany wasn't a bad country. It was just the bad leaders. And it's, yeah. Anyway, we can all move on, we can all learn, we can all become great again, as Germany has become great again. And so can other countries. And people. Intersections, look at the swooshy intersections. Look at this, and look at the detailing on the intersections. So I've been waffling about countries and stuff, haven't I? But this map, I think the map speaks for itself. I mean, it's really well done. If we go up into the hills, look at the tree painting into the hills here. And I'm kind of been holding back on saying lots of great things about the map. Partly because if you look at this, how amazing this looks. A lot of this is because of the theme and the LUT, which I have chosen kind of to complement the original map aesthetics. But I've chosen. So I'm kind of, if I say too much about how great this looks, I'm patting myself on the back. I think I've done a reasonable job, okay, in choosing the theme and the LUT here. But motorbike, thank you. But yeah, if you look at but the actual work in the area with the detailing, with the rock cutouts there, the tree painting, the way that the switchbacks work its way up into the hills there. I mean, it's not just about the theme and the LUT. But I've been very careful. Again, a bit of blag there again. Sorry, another motorbike. but yeah, the detailing work and the tree painting work on this map are very, very, very strong. Oh, didn't we have a viewing point over here as well? Look at this. You come up here, you stand up here, you have your sandwich, and you can overlook the city from this viewing point. Imagine if and when that was built up, because your main part of your city is going to be over that way. And there's your harbour area there. This is sort of almost a lake area going on there, but it's not the lake, the Black Sea area. Big lake. Big lake. Oh man, what's going on up there? I can't remember. Let's have a little look up these switchbacks here. Did the switchbacks go anywhere, or was it just an edge of map connection? Or was it it just loops. It loops around the back, and it also gives us access to the viewing point up there as well. But yeah, it's a bold map. There's a big buildable space. We've got some strong aesthetics. We have, actually, I've missed this as well. Ooh, it's a castle. As castles go, that, which has, ooh, it's a castle, written right the way across it. Oh man, yes, I remember now. What a beaut of a castle, by the way. Loving the pathway detailing on that as well. And as castles go, location excellent, shape and design excellent, detailing standards excellent. This is a map which is way better than 3 stars that it got on Steam. Way better. Oh, and we didn't. Oh, sorry, game lag again. Oh, why I'm getting game lag today. That's very weird. Then down here we have this. There's almost like a city park area. Build your city around the city park. We've got the rail that goes in and under it. Oh, I remember now. You know, this week's maps are going to be a bit of a flashback for me, because I've got to say that looking down the list, I don't think there's any that really truly stand out in my memory specifically. So these are a treat for me, as well as hopefully they are a treat for you. And then we have some little I don't know, fishing points or something, viewing points there. Yeah, beautifully done. Glansmannen, you are a winner. You are a star. You've created a very bold, possibly too bold for some people. Well, I think that's why it's scored so lowly on Steam. But of course, the educated viewers of What Map disagree, make it one of the top 100 maps of all time. and quite rightly so, I say. I wouldn't have predicted that at the time, personally, but I gave this 5 stars for gameplay potential. Even though it wouldn't work for me for a gameplay potential map, it's not my style of map at all. But I can see how it is a 5-star map for gameplay, which is why I didn't quibble that. Anyway, that is that. Pyre Strait, a glansmannen, 86.25% approval rating. A very strong map indeed. And good qualities. You can choose your own theme and like, you don't have to go with the ones I've just mentioned. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. We'll be back tomorrow with the 84th top map of all time as voted by you. Will it be like this one? Will it be more a realism? Will it be more fantastical? Will it be a real life location? Not long to find out. It's just 24 hours. Be there, hit the subscribe and notification bell to be sure of not missing it. I've been BonBonB, you've been very, very welcome, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.